This is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. In today's video, I am going to be joined by Polly Reindeer and Fizzy Elephant, and oh, Fizzy, are you looking for seagulls? If you stay right there, and oh, it was a prank! There are no seagulls, and I'm going to throw an egg on your head. Oh god, that seemed like surprisingly violent. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw it quite so hard there, Fizzy. Alright then, let me go inside and have my breakfast. Nom 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 nom. Very tasty. I will go up to my little loft and I will pick up Barnaby. There you go, Barnaby. You can follow me. And yeah, gonna add something to my love garden, and then we're going to be going back to the mini game that I started building in the last episode. And the plan for today is hopefully get the entire mini game built today. Still don't have a name yet for the mini game, but I'm sure we'll come up with one at some point before we end up playing it. When we start playing it properly. But first, to the love garden, I am going to add bread door. And the reason I am adding bread door, 10 out of 10 username by the way, is for this picture here, and you can see it's based on the Minecraft story mode version of Stampy. I don't know quite why it looks so sad, but they just tweeted this to me and they were saying about how they were kind of going back and playing it and they like this version of me, and I love the artwork, I love the style, and even though I am sad, I love the emotion and the tiny detail of the little fanged teeth. So yeah, thank you so much for doing this bread door, and welcome to my love garden. Right then, let's go drop Barnaby off over at the doghouse. And then, oh yeah, we're gonna reach the minigame in a fun way. And yeah, basically because I'm not allowed in my Funland anymore, because, well, it's not, I need to get that out of my head. It's not my Funland. I'm not allowed in Hit the Target's Funland. Previously my Funland. And Gregory Jr., you can join me today. Yeah, I'm not allowed in the Funland because Hit the Target has taken it over. But I am allowed right next to the Funland. So what I have done is I have built started building a minigame right next to it, which we're going to try and finish it today. And I also realised that even though I'm not allowed in the Funland, I am allowed above the Funland and next to the Funland. And so seeing as all of my teleporters are in the Funland, it basically means I can't use them. So instead, I'm just going to go and fly to the Funland. I have a elytra. So I can put that on. I also, I got to take this off first. I also have a bunch of firework rockets, so I can use those, and I should be able to get there very quick. And I always forget, which hand do I need the rockets in? Do they need to be in my off hand or my actual hand? I forget this every time. I guess I'm gonna have to do an experiment. The thing is, though, is where am I going? I'm meant to go to the roof. I'm just going around the outside. The thing is that I don't want to fly over the Funland and then fall in. I might have to just do a test. And I just realized, Gregory Jr., hopefully you're just going to teleport behind me. I realized, I can't remember what dog joined me in the last episode. It might have been Flippy, maybe? I'm not sure. I can't remember. No, I don't think it was, but it was someone, and I realized that I went too fast and they weren't able to teleport behind me. So hopefully that will happen. And yes, there we go. Okay, I can fly. This is good. This does mean that I can go over the Funland. I think I'll just call it the Funland. I do need to be careful, though, seeing as there are a lot of high things in the Funland. I don't want to smash into anything. Oh, but it's kind of sad seeing all of these old mini games that used to be mine and now belong to Hit the Target. Anyway, we don't need to worry about that because that's the past. We need to worry about what we're building today. And do you reckon I can fly through this? Oh, I could fly through this and then fly through this. God, I gotta be very careful. Okay, let's go a little bit higher. And right, there we go. Here is the new mini game here. And oh, Polly and Fizzy are here already. Right, let's loop my way down and hopefully land gently on the ground. Ow. Okay, not very gently, but I did land on the ground. Right, let's take my elytra off because I want to save them. I can repair them, but it's always a little bit of a pain. And Fizzy is giving a great example of what this minigame is going to be like. It will be full of water, though, so it will be a little bit more fast-paced. So now we've got a lot of it built. And oh no, Gregory Jr. didn't teleport behind me. It means I'm going to have to go try and find him somewhere a little bit later on. Maybe I should deliver the dogs before the episodes in the future when we're going so far. Anyway, so now this is built a bit, I can kind of explain. So basically we're going to start here. We're going to be in a boat with a chest in it. Where this dirt is there's going to be hoppers. So let me just do one to demonstrate. So I guess it needs to be about this high, like that. So if I break away the dirt and the other hopper that's not needed. So yeah, basically if I went under this on a boat, it would drop whatever's in it into the boat. So basically you're going to be going around underneath these trying to pick up all of the items. The way you get the items to drop is you fling up a fishing rod and it will get dropped down by a dropper. But the thing is, everyone else is going to be there as well. So while you're trying to do it, everyone else can kind of go underneath and just steal all of the ones from you as well. So it's kind of going to be like bumper boats, but then also trying to steal these items. Certain items are going to be worth more than others. At the moment, I'm thinking that I'm going to do it so it's different coloured different coloured dye. And then the coloured dye might be worth 1 point. These areas are going to be white dye, and they might be worth, say, 2. And then the one in the middle, the black dye, which there's only going to be one of, is going to be worth a whopping 3 points. So it's obviously the best place to go, but because it's the best place to go, everyone's probably going to go there. So it means there's going to be a lot of competition. So yeah, this is how the hoppers are going to be. So now there's going to be a little contraption up above these, which is going to have a dropper facing down, and then you're going to have to hit the fishing rod to get it to drop down. So I'm not entirely sure how high this needs to be. Actually, I need to do the dropper facing down. So let's go higher than I need, and then we can work it out. Actually, I know how to work it out, because another thing we're going to do is I'm going to add a lever that you pull that's going to lift up the ground as basically just as a way so you can restock the droppers, because otherwise the game will be really annoying to reset. So let's say if the dropper was there. Okay, that seems to be the limit for where I could reach on this block. So that should be where the dropper is facing down. And then we're just going to surround it by the coloured wool for whichever one it is. And this is not orange, this is pink. So let me go and grab the pink one. No surprise, I always default to orange. So it's going to be pink on each of these sides like that. And then there's going to be redstone lamps up above that, which is basically just to mark whether you have successfully hit the pressure plate or not. And then finally, there's going to be a pressure plate on the top of it. And that is basically just going to be the thing that you need to use the fishing rod to hit. So right, this is the height it needs to be. Let me work out for my helpers just to make it easier. So from the ground we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so the dropper is 8 blocks high. Right, you know what, while I'm up here, I might as well go and put down these redstone lamps as well. Actually, oh no, I've done this wrong. So actually, no, the drop is in the right place, but the wall is in the wrong place, because this is where the pressure plate's going to be right on the dropper here. So it's meant to be this around the outside. I don't know, I remember shears today. Yay, I always forget my shears. Yeah, so the redstone lamps are going to be around here, and then the wall is going to be just one lower. And the reason for that, it's not just like what does it look like. There's an actual proper gameplay reason for that, and that's because when items drop out of droppers, annoyingly, they don't always drop straight down. They can kind of drop sometimes a little bit left, sometimes a little bit right, sometimes a little bit forward, you guessed it, sometimes a little bit back. Basically, they could drop all over the place. So having the wall directly underneath it basically means it's always going to drop down in a space where it's going to fall down and be in the hopper. So as of course you can still see the lamps from atop there like that. And actually I could do a little demonstration. Let's just throw some bread in there for now, and then let me go grab a fishing rod, and then let me kind of show you how the game will work. So it will be pretty easy for me now, but that's because I won't be on a boat. So the boats are a bit tricky because they're kind of hard to turn around in and do like sharp turns. And if you go too far, like underneath the floaty thing, then that basically means that like you can't like get it. Like say if I'm right underneath here, it's really hard because you just bang. So you need to kind of go a little bit back, and there's going to be just like, there we go, a little bit practice to it, but that's what will happen. And then the bread will now be in here along with some dirt. And then if I went underneath here on the boat, it will go and fire it into the chest underneath me. So yeah, that's basically how it's going to be. So we need to do that on all of these. So while my helpers do a start on that, I am going to go down and actually tell you what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do these. So basically, as I said, these are going to be like the drop-off points. So there's going to be a chest and then the hopper leading to the chest as well. So tell you what, I should probably make some chests first, and I'm going to be good. I know there's a crafting table over here. I'm not going to litter the world with crafting tables anymore. So let's go make a few more planks, and then I need 3 more chests because I did one of these at the end of the last episode, but I still have the final 3 to do. So all it is just a hopper poking in, and this is just basically going to be like a timer on the game, and then when the timer's up, everyone will just go and like deposit them. Like I was playing around with the I was playing around. I'm always playing around. I was playing around with the idea of making it like a risk reward thing about like, oh, when do you go and like put your items back? Do you go and put them back straight away, or do you do it a little bit later? There wasn't just a very like, I don't know, it just didn't really work. basically I couldn't think of a good enough plan in order to do it like that. So instead, this is just like a bit of a nicer way, seen as like it's the cool mechanic with the chest boats. This is just an easy way just to kind of go and count up. Everyone will go to their side, and then all we need to do is go around and look in everyone's chest, rather than trying to look in everyone's boats, which can be quite annoying, because if you press like left trigger on the boat, you jump into the boat rather than looking in the boat, but then you got to crouch, but you can't crouch when you're in the water. So this is just a whole way to make it nicer and easier in order to count up the scores in the end. So right then, let's go and place down this last one here. So that is all of these set up, and my helpers are doing an amazing job. So it looks like they're doing all of the lamps first and then going to do the rest. Oh, with the coloured wool, so the middle one's going to be black. These ones on the corner are going to be white, and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really make a difference, but the only reason for that is because I want the to only be one black one, because that's going to be the one that's worth the most points. So this one here is going to be pink wool, because it just lines up with the pink one. And these are the ones that are going to be worth like the least points, but that's like on purpose, because they're the ones that are like super easy to get, because there's basically one of them like at the front of like each side. So I want it so like the ones that are more difficult to get, and the ones like everyone's going to be fighting over are going to be worth more points. Because if you think about it, like say if I'm on the blue side and I come out here, like no one else is going to be going for that one first, but I could get like that basically guaranteed. But if I went over here to this one, the pink person might also be going over here, so you might end up having to like battle for it. Or what I really hope will happen is, rather than them both battling it, is someone is just trying to get it, and then the other person's just like outright trying to steal it. Because like the person that does the fishing rods to make the item drop down, like they have no guarantee that they're going to be the one who actually gets the item. You could just like, I mean, a genuine strategy you could do is you could just go and like loiter underneath here for ages and just wait for someone else to drop it. Because if they do, you'll be the one that gets it. But it's also risky, because if you're spending your whole time doing that, then that does mean that everyone else might be just getting a whole load of points in the meantime, and so you could actually end up being having less points overall. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to be a good idea or not. Anyway, let's add down a lever. I might just add it in. Oh yeah, no, it can be here. I was thinking it needs to be like easily accessible. It doesn't really matter. So this is just going to be a lever that you'll pull down here, and that will just push up all of the blocks which are going to be next to these hoppers. And as I said, that's just so you can reach these droppers. At the moment I can't reach it. I can jump and reach it, but then when I fall down it goes off again. So this is just going to be, as I said, an easy way to be able to reset the game. So I tell you what, I've done my hole here. Let's drop down, and then I'm just going to go and put a sticky piston there, and then I'm going to make a block of redstone, which is going to get pushed down, and then it's going to be super simple redstone. I know I literally say that every time we're doing redstone it's going to be simple, but it absolutely is. It's just going to be a trail of redstone leading to all of these pistons. So I put the pistons down already just because there's quite a few of them, and I thought it might be just a bit boring me doing it over and over again, and it was also a little bit awkward trying to like line it all up for where they're going to be. So it doesn't matter about timing. It doesn't matter if there's like a slight delay to any of this, because as I said, this isn't part of the game. This is just going to be what you do between this game and the next game in order to set up for the next game. So actually, I think if I just do this this leading to a block there, that should still set it off anyway. So I think the smart way to do this is if I leave this lever switched, and then I can see, yeah, there we go. That one's pushed up. Now, because it will all be lit up, I can see when I need to add a repeater down, and also like, is it actually setting off the piston? So all I need to do is a very simple trail going from this one and leading round to all of the other ones. So as soon as I'm going to be doing that same thing over and over again, I will speed up the video until it is almost done, because then hopefully the top will be close to being done as well, and then we can fill this whole thing with water, and yeah, maybe see whether it's all working. Okay, so I think we are almost done. We just have one more piston to do upstairs. I believe I believe everything up top is done as well. Not one piston to upstairs. I think upstairs is done, and I've got one more piston to do here. Right, these ones aren't going. So I need to add a repeater somewhere, probably there. And then that one's going. Is that one going? Are they all going? I think they're all. No, this one isn't going. Okay. Oh, it's because it's just because of this here. Tell you what, if I just do that, and then just do the redstone going around this way rather than that. There we go. Now it's all going. Well, tell you what, I can just go look upstairs, and I can just go pull the lever and see whether they all go up and down or not. But I think they should be. Polly, could you come upstairs a second? And could you just pull this lever up and down, and I just see whether all of the blocks go up and down? Because sometimes redstone gets a bit weird, and then it ends up like making a full loop of itself. But it looks good. It looks weird. It looks like they all kind of just magically appear and then disappear. But it seems to be working. I don't know if there's a skeleton chewing you, Fizzy. I was wondering what was going on then. Right then, everything looks pretty good upstairs here. I think they've also put the wall inside, the dice are inside of this. Oh, they have. Okay, so the only other thing we need to do now is fill this entire thing with water. So let's put these blocks down, make sure there's no leaks anywhere so we don't end up dripping it down to destroy our redstone, but it doesn't look like there is. And then, yeah, I put a bunch of buckets of water in this chest here. So let me just go and grab a bunch of these. And then luckily, it doesn't actually take too long to fill in water because it all kind of gets all filled up by itself. So these top areas, these need to have water up to the top up here like that. Because you can actually sail your boat up and down those. But then, yeah, the whole like bottom area down here, this just needs to be completely filled with water, and hopefully like with no like rapids or no like weird bits. So tell you what, let me go and grab like a full inventory of just buckets, and then luckily we are right next to the water, so I can kind of throw these down and then just go and fill them up really quick. And then we can do like we don't want to do like a full game because I want to make sure that like when we're doing this in like a proper tournament, like I don't want there to be like any advantage for us. Like I want it to be like just we're all discovering together whether this game works and how it works. And oh yeah, look how weird like the water is here. It's like a natural waterfall, but without any land there. It's just like the whole water just goes and drops off down there for some reason. It's because this is like the edge of the world here. So if you remember, like I had my old Xbox 360 world, which was pretty small, and then now it's like expanded, so it's like infinite size. But like the borders for where it kind of switched over from like the old world to being big, there's always some like weird, just funky like terrain or like one really long, giant, straight cliff for some reason for where they transition. That's one of those places here. But anyway, let's go down here and go and grab some more water from down here. I think maybe 1 or 2 more trips of this, then the whole thing should be filled in. And then, yeah, I got some boats with chests in as well. And then the game will be done. And then the only other thing I need to do is the thing that I always struggle with. And oh, I filled you can fill hoppers full of water. Why would you ever want to do that? Maybe just for like decoration. Let me know down below if there's any like actual gameplay reason why you would want to fill a hopper full of water. Like I thought it was just going to place it like over the hopper as if like the hopper was a block. I didn't think it was just going to like fill it in like you could a cauldron. That is interesting though. Every time I learn one of these new mechanics, I'm always like, okay, what could we do with this? I got a lot of work to do. I spent like 10 years building my old Funland, and now I'm starting again with a brand new Funland, albeit one that's right next to the old one. But I got a lot of work to do to come up with a lot of new ideas for this stuff. So sometimes you need to clutch at straws and get excited about the fact that you can put water inside of hoppers. And wow, I think it's all filled in. Are all of the top sides done as well? I think I think this just needs to be filled in a little bit more, just because otherwise when you try to go and put your stuff in, you're going to get pushed back. But the rest all looks pretty smooth. So right, everyone grab a fishing rod and a boat with a chest, and we'll get to each side. And let's just say first person to get 2 of any die and get back to their beginning base will be the winner. So it doesn't matter what color the die is or anything like that. It's just a race. So you got to get the first person to get them into their chest will be the winner. And actually, let me just test what happens when I do these blocks up and there's all the water here. Okay, it's all fine. And then I just want to take out of here. Oh no, is it in here? Yeah, there's a bunch of bread and dirt. So I don't want to be filling up my boat with bread and dirt. So right, I guess I'll be on the pink side. So let me put this down here and sit in the boat. And I guess I'll just say 3, 2, 1. You got to get 2 of any. Oh, Oh, I put it in the. I can put stuff in the chest while I'm in the chest. I didn't even know that. But yeah, I'll go 3, 2, 1, and then we're all going to go into the middle. Not yet, Polly. And the first to get any 2 die, get back, put it in their chest, and then just jump around like crazy so we can see you. Will be the winner. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Right, I am going to go and try and get this one here. See, that's the thing. There's going to be a lot of technique for learning to get it right on the pressure plate. That looks pretty close. You know, I'm scared that there's not a pressure plate on that one. Oh, there is. Okay, so this one's dropped down. So that should be in the chest now. And oh, look, so I can see that Polly is trying to get this one here. So I could just go underneath it. And then if Polly is able to successfully do it, then I can just steal it from her. I think I did. Maybe I did steal that from her. She looks like she's really shaking. She looks really scared about this whole ordeal. Right, let me go and try and get this blue one if I can. Oh, it's dropped. It's good. I might be able to win. Oh, did I get it? I think I got it right. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna assume I got it, but I'm gonna have to check the chest to see if it does get deposited. So that should have thrown it in. Other 2 bits. Oh, there's loads of stuff. Oh, it's full. Oh, yes, but there are those 2 die. There's loads of other stuff that I picked up as well. Loads of other clutter. But I did get the 2 bits of die as well. And did I steal? Actually, I don't know if I did steal Polly's one. I just don't know if that one fell out or not. And so, yeah, then now all you'll do is you'll grab the die out that you need and then pull the lever, and then it's very easy to know which ones need it to get put back in, just because obviously you got the color, so there's only 2 or I guess at most 4 options for the one that you need. So there we go. Hopefully that's now given you a good idea of what this game is going to be like when we fully play it. But of course we're going to be getting all of them, and there's going to be 4 of us rather than 3 of us as well, so it's always going to be a little bit more chaotic with the more people that are going to be playing the game at the same time. But anyway, that's the end of this episode here. Thank you so much for my helpers for helping. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!